Look, I love these animations here. Arctice versus Ravenking. Oh wait, we don't have Arctice's sponsor. It's Apple. Where's the Apple sponsor? APPE. Steve Jobs himself actually like sponsors Arctice.
Steve Jobs.
Oh no, it's actually APPLE. There it is.
The most famous
I
Steve
said
Jobs
it wrong.
quote. Sponsor Arctice.
Wow, did you see that Ravenking actually did his up B the wrong way there? So Arctice technically saved him.
Yeah, there he's reversing it again as well. But look for an opportunity for that spike there off the ledge. He doesn't get it, but he's going to get plenty of damage from 3 of those landing in a row. The 2 of them going tit for tat at this rate, and Ravenking is just going to keep up those upbeats and zone out a good spot on the ledge.
Get him attack, putting Arctice off stage. He's going to be eating a combo for his trouble as well. Both of them looking to exploit each other's, I would say, poor recovery. I don't know, they don't exceptionally have bad ones, but
they can definitely kill each other out of them.
Right.
And especially off the ledge, these forward airs, back airs from both of them are going to be deadly, and we get to see 1 from each.
That's going to be evening up yet again. Arctice trying to get in here. He has a sword to deal with. We see similar problems with a character like Mario, right? Always having some issues with swordies, and that's Captain Falcon here in a nutshell. Oh, no.
Oh, there's the mix-up. Ravenking not going for the easier combo there and waiting for a read on the ground. It pays off huge for him as he's continuing to juggle Arctice. The up tilt won't be quite what he wants, though. As Arctice finally gets back to stage, he makes a big tech right there, but still gets forward aired for his trouble. Whoa!
Wow.
Oh my god!
He's not going to survive that one. Doesn't matter how many times you tech. Ravenking's using these up keys incredibly efficiently here. Arctice just not able to get in. Which the spike he is.
The double spike, the up tilt into the down air. Ravenking really seeing a match right here for himself. He made quick work of SNES after switching to the Ike, but Arctice already has a set on Ravenking tonight.
Oh man, doesn't get the extension on to the platform. That could have been death here, but he's still able to finish it out with a bit of damage. 101% on Ravenking. This is an incredibly dangerous situation to be looking at.
The upbeats make it pretty safe for Ravenking to get back to stage, though, zoning off a huge area there, and he's going to get the tip of an up air to finish off that first game, snatching it from the jaws of the beast.
I see you really do like Seafout.
I love Captain Falcon. No, I've been saying it. He's the most exciting character to watch. Oh.
Dude, I don't know. Ravenking makes Ike look hype.
No, Ike is hype.
Ike is hype. Ike is hype. Ike is hype.
You wouldn't think it from seeing anyone like at low to mid skill level playing the character, but if you're really familiar with them and you can, like, both these characters, they have a little bit awkward move pools. Like they don't, some of the moves that are really easily accessible for other characters are not quite so for them. Like weird placements of startup and lag.
He's going for a little bit of the read there. Ravenking just going to be safely going back to stage. Trying to get a combo starter for himself, and he is able to, and he's just getting into a rough Oki situation here.
Ravenking not quite finding combos there in neutral, trying to find a couple big individual hits. Getting back with the side B doesn't work out because that down B will challenge that perfectly.
I absolutely love how Ravenking is going to be using his Nair to cover all options for that role. Tech situations firmly in his control.
Once again, an extraneous up B does hurt Ravenking there, taking some extra hits, but it's nothing he can't handle.
Archer trying to find a way to get in, but he doesn't really need to right now. Just has to wait for Ravenking to come to him. But unfortunately, that approach is going to be punishing him, putting him off stage. He's not going to be losing his life, thankfully.
Ooh, another Falcon kick finds its mark, making it really hard for Ravenking. Whoa! He's going to tech right there on the ledge somehow, barely avoiding death, even at like 70% to that big ol' spike. Arctice still hanging on to his second stock, or his first stock even.
I like how Ravenking went for the bait there, going for the up tilt, knowing that Arctice wanted to go for like the fair one into knee. I was able to thankfully catch him with it. Oh man, is this got a whole combo here?
Arctice managed to get to ledge right there. That's going to be his saving grace. Getting right back after chasing, luckily without any punish.
He's going to get punished there from that dash attack. Not going to cross up Ravenking. Go for a little bit of gentleman just to test the shield. See, keeping Ravenking honest at least. Keep in mind here, Ravenking needs to win a full series before he's able to finally take down Arctice and win the event here at Tripoint 125. So Arctice has a bit of time to adapt to Ravenking, but he's already down a game, so that's something to be keeping in mind.
Yeah, so far tonight, if anyone's winning from behind, though, it is Ravenking taking that first game loss. Already losing to Arctice and getting game 1 here. He's feeling pretty good in that way. I mean, he's not daunted by the odds at any point.
Yeah, Arctice having issues finding an opening, trying to secure this stock. Ravenking using his sword incredibly effectively to keep him off. Oh, wow.
Oh
That's just
my
it.
god, so many up Bs going off. Arctice thought he was doing something there with the command grab out of his own, but it only unleashed a bigger threat by resetting Ravenking. And like we said earlier, that extra stock is a resource, and it's one that you can use so rudely to double, to SD kill someone. And Ravenking's done it probably more than any of us. With all of the characters combined, he's slamming those out all the time.
Yeah, and that's going to be a very swift 2-0 already. Arctice now staring down a reset, and we haven't seen too much of adjustments from out of him. If anything, Ravenking has slowly been able to get more of an advantage as these games have been progressing.
Ooh. Okay, nice up tilt there. Arctice reading every option of Ravenking for a while there, but now with the situations reversed, Ravenking is once again juggling lanes some big up airs.
That second hit of Nair, not going to quite hit. I don't think that would have killed based on his percentage, but it would have been pretty darn close here. No punish from Ravenking, and that's going to allow Arctice to get a free forward smash.
It was such a quaint stock. Every single combo, it was these freestyle combos just going very slowly as they waited for the option to come from the defending player each time. They traded back and forth until that kill came out. Arctice is going to quite, even with a little bit of rage, get a kill with his Nair right there, but he's already chunking on that damage and starting to get close to lapping Ravenking on the stock.
Something we've been seeing so far is Arctice conditioning Ravenking to recover high. He's using these down Bs, right, his Falcon kicks, to kill Ravenking. If he looks for that more linear recovery here, that's something that Arctice can definitely get cashed in on later.
Once again, landing on Ravenking is going to prove fatal. Arctice getting a little bit overzealous, looking for it. Oh my god, the down tilt would have killed in that situation, but Ravenking used the super armor on up B to get out, cheating his life back.
Ravenking in a rough situation, but the second down tilt does it. Only 19% here on Arctice. It's looking pretty even here going into game 3, not quite 4.
Well, even on this stock, but he's still ahead. He's looking to continue it with those up airs that have been putting on so much damage through the course of this game.
Well spaced there. Oh my gosh.
Oh, just barely behind Ravenking. Arctice was down a lot of damage right
That's
there.
a spike. Yep, there it is.
Oh my god.
We need a spike
chasing Ravenking
every time.
The earth.
There's nowhere for you to go. Everything is mine, right? All your base belong to me. That's what Arctice is going.
So speedy. Imagine Captain Falcon. He's like
Okay,
7 feet tall at the end of a hallway. He just
Is he
runs
7
it
feet
down.
tall?
I don't know. I imagine he would be. He's gonna be like a larger than life kind of dude, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's from the
Okay.
future. He's from a cyberpunk future. He's like,
Is it Cyberpunk? Are those
I
games
don't know,
Cyberpunk?
a little bit.
That spike was bussin'. Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's how I describe it.
Definitely a consensus on that one.
Arctice looking to bring us. Oh, it was actually Ravenking. Ravenking's bringing us to Yoshi's. Not one that I would think he'd want to go to, but.
Speaking of conditioning off stage, Ravenking went for a high air dodge to get to stage well ahead of Arctice because he does not want to get spiked again because he knows that Arctice will take an early stock as soon as he can. Using the wall to make that recovery is pretty nice as well, but Ravenking is the one that gets the advantage once they get back to the stage.
I especially like how Ravenking is spacing his Nair so that he can use a nice up tilt to punish any sort of aggressive option there. He's going to be able to catch Arctice with an up air, getting an early stock lead.
Once again, Ravenking stays patient, sets up his shield and waits for Arctice to just keep poking it. And Arctice will poke shields. It's worked out for him a bit, but he's getting punished for a really big bite.
Arctice trying to finish out this stock. He's going to be missing his advantage again, or his positioning again, and losing more percentage here. On Ravenking successfully been able to play this ledge game. That's something that a lot of players lose out on. They don't effectively play from ledge, and that is the trademark of a very comfortable player.
Yeah, these sloping ledges on this stage will also make it a little harder for Ravenking to keep Arctice on the stage. His aerials won't hit as much while he's getting up. So it'll be a little bit harder and a little bit safer for Arctice down there, especially with that wall jump being accessible for him now. Looking for a spike opportunity, but he gets the back air.
And he's not able to get like any follow-up, and Ravenking has been using his up Bs actually to punish Arctypes every time he goes for a little bit too deep of an edge guard. And it's now Ravenking looking for this stock.
Once again, over-aggressive option gets punished. Ravenking pulling ahead even more, has a huge percentage lead on this stock. He wants that forward tilt to land and seal a stock for him, but he just can't find the option he needs. He ends up being killed from way behind by Arctice. A huge knee right there and a poor trade. Gives him 11% on extra credit, but he's evened up the stocks.
Yeah, that is 100% worth it so far up until this point. Arctice still having some issues here with the sword, trying to find a way in, but Ravenking has a few chinks in his armor that have been successfully punished. One of these has been his ledge trapping so far.
Oh, Arctice looking to seal out another early stock, and he does it, chasing Ravenking's up B all the way there for another spike. You know, it's not a game with Arctice if it isn't that spike, just like you said a moment ago, and I think that's perfect. We're a little low on our quota.
Man, this is going all the way to game 5, trying to see if Ravenking will get the reset, but after losing these last two, it's not looking too good for the king himself.
Yeah, Arctice just needs this one, and the whole tournament is over. He'll seal his victory in first place right there. So this could be our final stage choice here. Getting some good old custom music. It'll be some Xenoblade.
Ooh.
And we'll go into small battlefield, nothing too
Ooh.
crazy. It'll be significantly smaller than Yoshi's though.
Interesting point, if you guys are wondering why there isn't a character switch coming in from Ravenking, I just checked it. Ravenking did play full Joker in Winners Finals. So I'm assuming that's why he's sticking with the Ike this go-around.
That makes quite a lot of sense. That is definitely a matchup that didn't go his way. It was a lot closer so far in Grands than before. Air dodge gets him back to stage, taking minimal damage, but Arctice is going to keep up the pressure. Taking a second to dash dance and find another in, but now it's Ravenking sort of taking that precedence.
Gonna be getting grabbed for it, not quite dead. Arctice got to be a little bit careful here with his off-stage play.
Arctice is looking to just end this one out. He sees the light at the end of the tunnel. One more game could be all that he needs. So he's staying with that aggression, and Ravenking's having a slightly harder time keeping up with it. The knee misses, though, out of that spike.
Yeah, and that's going to eat a full combo here. And being above Ravenking is not where you want to be at all.
Yeah, one of his best moves, that big ol' up air. It hits so hard and covers so much ground for a really long time. So he's able to just keep up the punishment anytime Arctice is above him, and it even kills really early. If he can get another one at that height, it would seal out a stock.
Ravenking going to be finally getting there. Like he said, sealing it out with his up air. This is an incredibly hard position for Arctice to come back from. It is 113%. He has some kill options, but Falcon has issues finding kills more often than not.
Finding the damage isn't really the problem Arctice is having. It's finding the kills themselves.
Right. He's going for another up B, not quite hitting the mark, getting some more damage in response, and this is exactly what Ravenking wants.
His dash attack is pretty heavy. Hit right there, and Arctice does get all the way through. He crosses up Ravenking, which keeps him alive right there.
Yeah, he is just a couple, I would say, like, milliseconds short of finding these kills, and Ravenking has just been ready every step of the way. He knows what options Arctypes has to kill him, and he's just avoiding all of them.
I think once again it's the over-aggression that's hurting Arctice here because Ravenking is so well prepared. This is back to game 1 looking as that huge wins for Ravenking on just about every encounter that they have. He's going to get yet another grab, looking for a forward air to close out the set.
Now this is a little bit unfortunate after seeing such a solid start from Arctypes, and he cannot even land right now as the game is firmly in Ravenking's corner.
That Raptor boost on the ground is great, but it's not quite enough to kill a heavy character like Ike. Looking for the get-up option, but the Super Armor once again does not let him have an option. A 3-stock from Ravenking to reset Grand Finals.
Yeah, it's such a good pick there for Ravenking to use his up B. He's got that super armor, right? Gentleman's is not going to kill him. Down tilt is not going to kill him. You have to primarily focus on getting a forward throw or command grab.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all you got to try to kill him in those positions.
Yeah, otherwise you're shielding and waiting for a punish, but it doesn't really have that much end lag on it either, so it's not going to give you a free pass even if Ravenking does whip. And to boot, he can go to ledge.
Exactly, exactly.
So he's got a backup plan already.
It's got to be frustrating if you're Arctice in this situation. Being so close to having an incredible lead onto Ravenking to just not even taking a stock.
Once again, Ravenking coming out flying. He doesn't land the up B this time. Arctice knows what to be looking for.
Yeah, Arctypes just can't get in any meaningful way. And finally, maybe we're seeing something start here just as soon as I said it. That's going to be a full stock.
Oh my god. Taking the big hits from Ravenking, but he sees the opening, and he's willing to put in that same kind of fire that he's seeing Ravenking put out last game. It's a perfect response. The nairs just keep coming out. Oh, but his reverse grab isn't quite there, though, and he's going to start taking hits, and not though if he lands that down air.
We have some life from Arctyce here. Ravenking having some rough... having just like a little bit of a rough time getting in. I think it might be more of the stage selection now that there's a bit of room for Arctice to play around with, and Ravenking just needs a bit of a smaller stage to...
That side B is terrifying, landing on a down smash in Captain Falcon. He finds the kill option there, evening up the stocks, but Ravenking is plenty behind, especially if that up smash is going to come out.
This is Arctice's optimal positioning. He's able to throw a bit of percent away if he needs to, but suddenly when Falcon doesn't have to make it back to stage, a few more kill options open up themselves.
The defensive options from Ravenking are looking a little bit desperate. His shield getting poked down really heavily, and him barely getting away with a couple lighter hits even in a lot of these situations.
Man, he was looking for just to finish out that combo rather than going for the confirmed other up air. But he's going to put him off stage, and he's going to be losing his stock. Now, this is what we saw last time. High percentage from Ravenking, but Arctice is having a rough time trying to find the kill.
He's going to get himself hit by another up B. Ravenking, not anticipating Arctice taking that DI all the way in to get out. He kills himself. That's the first game going to Arctice, which makes sense if you saw the beginning, but the way we got there is not what you would have expected from the first 30 seconds of that.
Yeah, it was a little bit unfortunate to see that. We can kind of see what he was going for, but it rings back to the first game between these two in the grand finals. Ravenking has been having some issues with his B reversing his up B. Yeah. Right? Arctice did save him that last time. This time, he's going to unfortunately SD. This does give him a stage selection going into game 2 and song choice, which is probably the most important thing.
Yeah, that games win wars, Squidward, or songs win wars.
Songs win wars. That's why they have bugle boys, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Little drummer boy. It's Christmas. It's drummer boy.
We'll bring it back to the holidays.
We'll bring it back to the holidays, yeah.
I'll allow it.
The only reason I want like modded switches is to have some holiday skins. Not like super obnoxious ones, but just putting like Santa hats on people.
That'd be a little funny.
Yeah, that's the only thing I want. I'm a simple
Santa
man. See? It's great. Arctice starting off pretty strongly here on Ravenking's selection of stage, going for these triplats. And Arctice did have some problems on, I would say actually Yoshi, sorry, he did win, didn't he? Oh, and I can see why.
Just like last game, Ravenking gets a big early lead, but Arctice just takes a full stock. In exchange, he's going to not quite lose his own stock. This time going for a low knee, but the up B is going to change things around. His plans totally turned on there ahead as Ravenking evens up the stocks.
Some of those goofy-looking up Bs where it kind of just like hugs the stage all the way up.
Yeah.
And I'm liking how Ravenking is opting to use a bit more of shielding here for options that Arctice is going for, but only very selective ones, right? You don't need to sit there and always shield the fair ones, but it's good to have some more of these defensive options for these down airs.
Oh my god, those uppies consistently landing on Arctice here, but Arctice is plenty consistent on that exact same kill. He gets 2 in a row. That early knee, which cements his lead, and he's going to go right back in on Ravenking, shielding the up B this time, making sure they doesn't get hurt, but still it leads into an up air kill right back on him.
Yeah, no matter how explosive Arctice makes his stocks, Ravenking still keeping it competitive. putting a few more percentages onto him, and oh no, that's going to eat so much for that.
Yeah, just getting caught by the very end of a Nair can mean a stock. And Ravenking is certainly running away with this one. Another up air out there leaves us in a situation where a third one could just end it. He looks for a big forward smash, but it doesn't quite land. He air dodges off the stage, and Arctice is in position and ready to end it.
That was a forward smash, right? That's what he was going for?
Yeah, Ravenking.
Yeah, he lost. He lost. I think that was a misinput. It's gotta be.
It might have been.
It's gotta be.
I don't know, or maybe it was just a really cheeky option. He just didn't anticipate Arctice taking a full stop for it. But yeah, I mean, pulling the forward smash, not even getting halfway through the input or out of the startup for it, and he just dies. No reactions really available to him at that point.
Well, he did air dodge.
The second thing was the air dodge.
Yeah.
That's like the one input he got after the forward smash input. And that one was just even worse than the forward smash.
I know. He is going to be running it back to Battlefield, acknowledging, oh my gosh, just going to be starting right off the gate with the Falcon kick. But he's acknowledging that these platforms are helping him out a lot. Even though it's giving some combo extensions over for Arctice, it allows him to play with the recovery here and cover a lot more options. You know, something you can cover a lot with up air, right? We've been seeing Arctice having some issues landing. And hopefully Ravenking can kind of cash in on that going forward.
Landing there, still doing lots of work for Ravenking. Keeping Arctice off him, giving him the luxury to put on as much damage as he has. Playing from below here is exactly what he wants once again. But Arctice is finding those opportunities to get in using the ledges to find a lateral movement.
And he's off stage, and for as many as these spikes Ravenking's been going for, he's only hit, I think, one. Seems like a rough timing.
Yeah, not quite able to land them. Arctice is keeping it mixed up, but he's going to get hit by an up B, that go-to option for Ravenking.
It's so smart. So he's using the animation for the up B to cover the ledge, because Arctice physically could not recover back to stage. So while he's in his own up B, it forces Arctice to, you know, latch onto him, right? Therefore allowing for Ravenking to get the tech immediately and get the free kill. Like, that's incredibly smart to do that. And he's been seeing a lot of it from him.
Yeah, it's a crazy specific tech for this matchup, and he makes it work for him so much. I mean, there's so many kills cheated out right there. There's another one of those spikes we were talking about. Not quite landing each time, but that's potentially something that could spell an entire life.
I think it's one of those keep it out honest situations where you just keep going for it. You know, if they mess up once, it's free for him to do so as well. He's not really giving up much.
Arctice giving a lot up there with a full hop, though, puts himself right in Ravenking's threat zone, and, well, we know what happens when you're in Ravenking's threat zone.
He died. That's we've been seeing that a lot here. Ravenking able to get a punish off of that failed up B. Oh my gosh.
The roll in is hurting Arctice so much.
This is all from his failed up B, by the way. He has not been able to get out of disadvantage ever since that interaction occurred.
Ravenking went for another charged forward smash there, which would have sealed out this stock. But once again, Arctice is ready for that. At least he took a lot from the forward airs, and he's almost getting a kill from Ravenking. At this point, the side B is going to be plenty safe, but the jab string finishes this one out.
Gentlemen, 1, 2, 3 always comes through here for the Captain Falcon. Arctice, not in an unwinnable situation. This is a bit scary. Well, now he's in kills percent, so this is the most scary situation.
Yeah, definitely a scary spot, but he is having that luxury of 2 games to his side. He doesn't die to the forward air right there, and he's going to evade the neutral B. Great move to stay DI'd out. He knows there's plenty of end lag on the side B. He gets this throw, gets an up air, but it doesn't quite continue connecting. He needs this to happen right now so he can win without having any comeback potential.
Oh, man, and he's just keeping Ravenking in this really rough situation here. Ravenking trying to get the kill, and we're seeing a reverse of positionings, as Ravenking's normally the one that's easily finding these kills at high percent, and there it is. Woo! Arctice taken out, and there, that's Battlefield for you, right? That's a triplats there. Arctice forced to stay above Ravenking, and with that giant sword, that's not a position that you want to be in.
Yeah, for a while there, though, Arctice was making it look like it was better to be on top, just dropping in, landing a hit, and getting right back out as that strike and return gameplay, but the thing is, you're playing with the odds there. Ravenking only needs to get lucky with one of those giant aerial hitboxes once, and he does there. I mean, the up air's covering a lot of the options that are even possible.
It's a good move, I think.
Approaching. Yeah, a little bit of a good move.
A little bit. Solid, kind of solid.
Yeah, it's a kill move. It's a combo move. It's neutral. It's one of those that does. It really just is
it's kind of like a toolbox.
A core of his kit, along with the Nair, and they do a lot of the same jobs. But that up air will kill even earlier.
Yeah. Well, going to yet another tri-point here, or Jesus, tri-point, tri-plat.
No,
Excuse me,
still
you know,
normal.
it's pretty. Go, go another tri-plat. Back to Yoshi's. We saw some success from Arctice in the previous set before the reset, and it seems that both these players are keeping tri-plats open. Kind of an interesting thing. You don't normally see a lot of tri-plats accessible to these types of characters.
Yeah, I guess put a couple of them in the room, and we'll see it come out a little bit more. No damage coming out from either of them. Arctice taking the early priority. He is at match point here. He could win with any individual game going his way. He's able to recover super low once again on Yoshi's because of those wall jumps. Gives him some extra luxury and allows him to avoid more of Ravenking's upbeats, which are so many of them. There's so many.
There's a lot of them. He's really pushing the upbeats out. And like I said beforehand, upbeat is a combo tool, right? Able to kind of have like a nice finisher. And he's able to kind of protect himself with that super armor. But he's also able to use the up air very effectively here to take the first stock from Arctice.
Yeah, there's the tri-plats hurting Arctice again. He's going to barely get himself hit by an up. He doesn't need to be, and he's going to keep taking more and more damage off it as Ravenking just keeps following even with another upbeat.
There's nowhere for him to go here. There's absolutely nowhere, and he's just dead. It's gross.
That was such a long span of total control of the game there for Ravenking. He gets a forward tilt here. He's going to keep Arctice guessing for options that could be what keeps him alive.
Well, thankfully he's able to get a little bit of life in with a back air string there.
And he's going to take some life. Bringing Ravenking down to a second one. No 3 stock here, but he really needs to take 2 if he's able to win right here.
Opts for the damage rather than a combo starter. Definitely respected. Puts Ravenking into a bit of an unadvantageous position here on the platform. But Archtypes just cannot get off of his. And this is a dangerous spot, especially at the top of Yoshi's. That could be Nair. Nair does take it.
But dangerous for either player. Those close walls of the stage are going to allow Arctice to get the kills even earlier, but that still goes for Ravenking as well. Looking at 70%, that is well in the kill range, especially if you're on top of platforms. Ravenking finishing that up, and we're going all the way, full 10 games of grand finals between these two, and it is suitably close with this gameplay. Either one able to take stocks off of any individual mistake.
If there was ever going to be a 10-game grands, it had to be Tripoint 125. Tripoint, we have the meat. Going into the last game here on Yoshi's.
Well, yeah, you're returning to this stage, and this has been going really nicely for Ravenking so far, so there's going to be a little scary for Arctypes to be seeing at this point. He's looking to get in, but the shield on Ravenking is still hurting him a lot.
Oh, is that spike going to do it? No, it is not, as he cannot get the follow-up there.
It does set a spicy precedent for this game, though.
He's out for blood, right? Arctyce is here. He wants to finish this out.
Oh
no!
My God! Not as much as Ravenking, though. He finally lands that charged F smash that he's been looking for.
I'm so sorry, headphone users. Man, solid kill here. And yes, like you said, he has been fishing for it a bit, but thankfully cashing in on it. Oh, man. Nice and clean.
So
nice and clean.
big. Ravenking has been asking for that punishment for a while. Arctice delivered it once before, but he's learned and continued on gaining these experiences from this entire set. So it's great to see that callback.
Well, that down air not going to connect here, but Ravenking is not out of the mixer yet. Eating a Nair, not going to die for it. He is only at 63%, but this is well within combo range now with fair one. He's going to be a little bit
land
more
with
careful.
the Nair, but eating more hits than he's actually given. Arctice is back on the ground here. The two of them trading out aerials as Ravenking tries to keep the bottom dangerous. Arctice throws out those up airs, just waiting for someone to get hit.
It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying from both players here.
I've never seen such vertical neutral.
Nobody wants to approach the other.
Oh,
that's
not
for the
quite.
knee. With missing the spike there, Arctypes not able to clear off the stock, and Ravenking successfully gets back to stage.
Ooh, Ravenking in a bit of a compromised position there, but he lands the up airs, a third one. There's another one, could be deadly. He's just going to keep slinging them out. Arctice is not finding his way to get back to stage.
This is the reason I goes to triplats. Just covers so much of the landing options. There's not too much a character like that Falcon can do.
He is a huge percentage right now, though, so just about anything Arctice throws out will kill him. The forward tilt happens to be one that won't, but a dash attack definitely steals it. We're down to 1 stock for each player, the final stock of the tournament.
Hoping for it to be a good one, and Arctice trying to close it out very early. Get up attack here from Ravenking puts Arctice into a little bit of a compromised position. Forward tilt to forward tilt, and we're back to even here, Zach.
To train out that damage, there's parry, gives a little bit more time to Arctice, but he gets himself hit in the end. Once again, Ravenking stuck on top of the platforms.
Oh, this is a position that Ravenking very much likes to see, but he's got to be careful here. Arctice looking for the spike. Good positioning of that up B from Ravenking. Oh my gosh, that knee's not going to hit. He's going for it again. No, it's the reversal.
Oh my god. Another up air on the top platform of Yoshi's. That's the story of this match. Big up airs from Ravenking steal him the tournament. He was knocked into losers by Arctice, but over the course of 10 games, he brings it all the way back.
The king of Tripoint.